Shabbat Shalom. As we prepare to begin, did not begin yet, just a couple of things. First of all, for our ushers and greeters, we have the number of seats match the number of people registered to be here tonight, so please do direct people to the first row that nobody ever seems to like to sit in. I don't know what the problem is. I did shower this morning, so let's please make sure that people do come and sit in the front, and they won't be bothering anybody when they walk to the front. Secondly, just a reminder of what our mask protocol is, which is that if you have been vaccinated, it is your choice to either be masked or unmasked. If you have not been vaccinated, then we ask you to wear your mask and to wear it properly, which is over your mouth and your nose, and to please respect the community as a whole and to follow those protocols. Let's protect ourselves and let's protect others. So if you are not vaccinated, please do respect the rest of the community, and please do wear a mask. We are going to now begin our Shabbat services with the singing of Ki Tov, how good it is for us to be here together on page 10. Page 10. We welcome not only those who are here with us in person here at Temple Beth-El in our ECC courtyard where the breeze is blowing a little bit and the weather is glorious, but we also welcome those of you who are joining us through the live stream or on Zoom or on Facebook Live. We delight in having a community that can come together in many different ways and still be connected through all of those different means. We also welcome our seniors, that being our senior high school students, some of whom are no longer senior high school students, being already graduated, but this is our senior send-off Shabbat, our opportunity to say to our those who are graduating from high school that I want to wish you very well on the next part of your journey in your life. And so we're going to have a number of special opportunities tonight to touch that piece of our special celebrations. And we're going to start by inviting Hannah Jocelyn, who's one of our seniors, and her family to come forward and to lead us in the lighting of our Shabbat candles with a reading that begins on page 3.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai, Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, lehadlik
It was.
They were lit in God's wind understanding. And now we'd like to invite another of our seniors, Brandon Ortiz and his family, to lead us in the Kiddush on pages 4 and 5.
We wanted to reminisce the bar mitzvah again, so.
Okay. This is a Burner, not an Ortiz.
We come
Or a
together.
Burner, yes. You've been together.
The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei bria gafren. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho.
I'm having a drink. You want a drink?
Thank you, guys.
What is it?
Another of our seniors is Nina Greenberg, who will leave us especially bereft when she goes to college next year. We've enjoyed her music so much, and Nina's going to lead us in Lechadodi on pages 20 and 21, verses 1, 2, and 9.
Shabbat
26 with the Chatzi Kaddish, we remain standing. Joining us now on Zoom, so I ask you to direct your attention to the television screen, is Jake D'Angelo, one of our seniors. Page 29.
Hello, can everyone hear me? Yes. Okay, good. Oh God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Oh, let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence.
Thanks, Jake.
Yep.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. So ring on the light, come in, Lord, bring the ocean. Come in, Lord, bring the ocean we may o'er. Bring to your land.
page 373, open up our eyes, leading into the Shema on page 34 and 35. 373.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your dreams, and we will know that you are one. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your dreams, and we know that you are one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shekivot Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated as we continue on page 36 to the Ahavta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובנפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אלוהים מצווך היום על לבבך, ושמעתם בלבבך ודיברת עמם, בשיטתך וביתך ולכתך בדרך, ושכבך ובנך, ושרתם מאוד על ידיך, והיו תותפות בעיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו עשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם.
And now I'd like to invite Samuel Kreisman, also known as Shmoo, to come forward and lead us on page 41 before we sing the Nichamocha on the facing page.
You've missed me, Rabbi.
I do miss you, Shmoo.
I know.
Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Nichamocha
And now I'd like to ask Aiden Berner to come and read for us on page 43, Let There Be Love. You got your two moms in tow here.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukkot, shalom aleinu ve'kol amo Yisrael ve'al yeshav Yerushalayim.
That's a boy.
You're a little rusty.
The only one who got the surprise Hebrew kiss. Page 44 of the Shamar. Page 45, we rise for the beginning of the Tefillah. We'll start with just page 45 and 46, and then we will move to page 65 for Magen Avot, which is a summary of the entirety of the Tefillah.
We start with guided eyes. A thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat.
Page 65. Let us praise Adonai. Let's together. Let us praise Adonai, source of knowledge and light, from whom we draw wisdom and insight. Let us savor the fullness of each and every day, and fill our souls with the treasures of Shabbat. Let us appreciate these distinctions, sacred from profane, charity from greed, purpose from drift. Let us affirm our covenant as God's people. Let us honor those who study Torah. Let us uphold the truth of ongoing revelation. Let us celebrate the glory of our tradition and draw refreshment from the wellspring of prayer. Let us respect tradition and encourage creative faith. And let us dress ourselves in the garments of God, compassion for the needy, embrace of the stranger, and then spread the canopy of peace over all the world. Please be seated, and let's take a few moments for personal and private prayer. Tfilat Halev, and we'll come back together again on page 62 with Yehiyu Ratzon. We turn to page 253. Our Mishabeirach for a Refuah Shlema. In the middle of the page, you'll find the setting by Debbie Friedman. And I would ask if there is anyone in particular that you would like to include in our prayers for healing, who's on your mind and your heart at this time, those in need of healing for mental illness, physical illness, those who struggle with anything that needs God's healing presence. I would invite you to share that name aloud from the side of the congregation to the far side. And if you're online, please feel free to add those names into the chat so that the names of those whom you're thinking of are added into our communal prayers.
Paul Kissick, Mary Ellen Dolan.
All those mentioned aloud, those entered in online, and those we keep in our hearts, let us offer this prayer for them.
I am the Director of Youth Engagement for Temple Beth-El and Temple B'nai Israel, though that title will go to someone new shortly. And I grew up here. So I'm sitting here, and I'm going off script, sorry, Rhoda. I'm sitting here.
I told you to introduce yourself. So.
Yeah, he knows how I am. I'm sitting here, and I'm listening, and I'm gonna cry, so just be prepared. Listening to everyone pray, and I remember being 17, 18 years old, and in your shoes, I'm gonna cry already, and being in your shoes, and thinking, the world is my oyster, I'm gonna go out and do awesome things, and guess what I did? So, you're gonna do awesome things, and I'm gonna say that 80 times in here, but I'm telling you right now, that this group of seniors, if you don't know any of these kids, they are the most phenomenal teenagers I have ever worked with in my life. So I'm going to get to the real speech now. Transitions can be a very difficult thing. In some cases, the word transition can resonate with people as something very negative, a negative move from one place to the next. Truth be told, there were transitions in the Torah that gave way to a feeling of loss in the beginning. When the Israelites said goodbye to Moses for the final time, leaving him to hike up Mount Nebo while they crossed into the land of Canaan, they were sad. How could we leave our leader behind? But what came after this? What came with the transition of leadership from one person to the next? Something beautiful. Moses appoints Joshua, and Joshua leads the people of Israel. We've all gone through our fair share of transitions in our lives. For my teens, you all go through transitions every day, especially right now. Quite literally, you transition from place to place with very little say in the matter. In school, you move about, or you did, and afterward, you find your schedule packed with different activities. This daily transition is something we've grown accustomed to. It is neither good nor bad. It simply becomes a part of our lives. And then there are bigger transitions. Like the transition of Moses staying behind Canaan and Joshua leading the people, those transitions are the kind of moment that can take time to acclimate to. Sometimes in the beginning, we are scared when big transitions happen. It seems as if the world might be ending. Spoiler alert, the world didn't end when Joshua took over, and it won't end now, but it's more than okay for all of us to feel like it might. You, my teens, get the scary and wonderful opportunity to go through your own big transition of going off somewhere, different places, some to FSU, some to American, some to Berkeley, some all over the place. I don't know where everybody is going. I didn't memorize the list. I'm so sorry. But you get to go through that while I do too. So for those of you who also don't know, the reason that this torch is being passed, so to speak, is because I am continuing on my own journey and my own transition as I embark on a rabbinical journey. I am starting in the fall at the Reconstructionist Rabbinical College in Philadelphia, and I will have the very sad moment to have to no longer be the director of youth engagement for this very wonderful place that I have given my world and life to. It is the hardest thing to do, to transition from a place where you grew and you loved, but it is the best thing in the world because you know that these halls raised you to do exactly what you're about to go do. And every day another person says, I'm so proud of you, and another day I remember all of the people who I have to thank for that. And I'll get there just now. I'm gonna get to the teens at the very end, and I promise you I'm about to make you cry. So a few important thank yous to be said as I begin my own transition. First, I want to thank TVE. From the time I was a 5-year-old girl until now, you all have been my home, you have welcomed me, you have opened your arms to me, and you have been everything to me. I wanted to be a rabbi. I sat in Rabbi's office when I was 15 years old, and I said, Rabbi, I want to be a rabbi. And he said, I'm not shocked. And then I went to college, and I didn't want to be a rabbi anymore, and everybody was really sad, but I think everybody also knew one day I thought I'd sit in Rabbi's office, but COVID, so I Zoomed Rabbi, and I said, Rabbi, I want to be a rabbi again, and Rabbi literally jumped for joy. And that's gonna stay with me, because in this home, I found people who have supported my life and made me into the person I am to support you all. Because at the end of the day, none of this is about me. I didn't make this decision to become a rabbi simply because I said I'm not getting enough. I said the people I have now helped raise are going off on their own journey, and it's time for me to go with them because they've inspired the heck out of me. And I don't really know if I could do what I'm doing without them. I could, but I don't want to. I want to do this too. So thank you. Thank you. To my wonderful staff, to Tova and Sarah, and to Sarah Grace who's not here, and to Dan, and to everybody, and to Pamela, thank you for taking me under your wing and for being this wonderful group. COVID threw a wrench in all of our plans, and I really can't wait to watch them unfold. To Randy, who's had my back literally since I was 5, because her daughter is not much younger than me. I love you. Thanks. You know for everything. To Rabbi. I wanted to become a rabbi because I looked around the room and I said I wanted to make people smile the way you made us smile. And that's what I'm gonna do. And so as you transition into your own new journey, thank you from the bottom of my heart for opening those doors for me. Because I don't know if another rabbi would have done the same in the same way. Thank you. my teens, I want to thank you. Just being your director of youth engagement has been more than my honor. While the goal of a teacher is always to teach their students with their passions in mind, we have an age-old saying, a teacher can only teach as much as they are willing to learn. I can't even begin to describe how much I have learned from all of you. I wouldn't be standing here if I hadn't been introduced to you in my life. To my teens who are not yet seniors, if any of you are watching or watch later, I cannot wait to see the world you create, because you have an opportunity to take what these people built and create something phenomenal, because the bones are there and you are going to do it. To my seniors, thank you, because leaving with you is so important. And to Hannah and to Nina, who have quite literally been there with me since moment one. Like, before I got hired, I came to services and Nina was like, so you're gonna be our youth director, I'm really excited, let's talk about things. And I think our relationship says exactly what it needs to, that from that moment, nothing changed. You were the best presidents that a COVID opportunity could have looked for. We had the strangest year. We had record low attendance, and you took it in stride and said, I'm not stopping. This is going to be our year. And you let this youth group survive in a time when a lot of places did not. And it doesn't look the way we wanted it to, but it looks phenomenal. And you created that. I didn't create that. You created that. You did that. This is for you. We went from an experimental opportunity to a thriving community that was built with your hands. I have been your facilitator, your biggest cheerleader, but I'm gonna say it again. This was all you. Never forget the power that you have to create exactly what you dream. It takes hard work, and I'm so proud of all of you. Shabbat shalom. I'll go this way.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. And I wanted to talk about this thing.
Yeah. So we're gonna invite our seniors to come up. We have Bridget has prepared for you some special gifts in honor of your senior send-off. So come on. Yasher koach to you, Bridget.
Thank you. Before you get it, Brandon, I have yours. Before you get it, I want everybody to know what's in it. So Brandon, I made yours pretty, and I'm gonna make it pretty again, I promise. Okay, the very first thing, and probably what I think is one of the most important things, every senior, when graduating from high school, and Brandon's like, oh my god, I have 80 copies of this, my mother's a preschool teacher, needs a copy of All the Places You'll Go. But the really cool thing about your copies of All the Places You'll Go is Dan and I signed them. So not only will you not forget us, but you'll remember that your TBE family is always going to be here for you. And for those of you who have been anxiously waiting to add me on social media, now's the time. There's a rule, they're not allowed to add me until they graduate. Next, we have a traveler's prayer in the form of a hamsa. I'm not going to open it because I won't get it closed. On the front, it just looks like a hamsa, and on the back, it has the traveler's prayer in English. So the really cool thing about the traveler's prayer is that we say it whenever we go places. And so you can put this on your keys, you can put this on your car, but this is to remind you that what you're doing is rooted in Judaism. You are growing, you are changing, you are moving, you are shaking, and this is for you. And very last thing, I'm not going to open it because it is just a blank laundry bag, but there is a reason for that. So there's nothing on this laundry bag, but it is the perfect material to write or draw or vinyl transfer or whatever you want to do creatively to it, and you can make it your own. Because we all know we all need a laundry bag when we go to college. And so this can be your reminder when you do your laundry every week, or bring it home to your parents.
No.
Excuse me, sorry. When you do your laundry, Rabbi corrected me. This is for you to decorate how you want, because it's something you're going to look at all the time. So make it feel like you. Okay. That's it. That's it.
Your parents paid big money for us to give you a laundry bag. The message in that.
Mind if I say something before we scratch? Thank you. Just wanted to add on Mazel Tov and congratulations to all of our graduating seniors. Additionally, in addition to their youth group work, their work here at TBE, I wanted to acknowledge Nina and Hannah, who serve as madrachim for our Sunday school as well, and have been a big help as we've transitioned into our virtual space, and they have brought their warmth and energy to our kids. So I just wanted to say thank you to them for that as well.
Brandon. Aiden.
All right, and finally, that's no worries.
You're not done.
It's Brenna's turn.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Smile, you're on camera. Our tradition teaches us as you go forth on this journey, Ruchim atem b'tzeitchem, Traveler's Prayer says, may you be blessed on your going out. Ruchim atem b'voachem, may you be blessed on your coming back. Wherever you go, may you find blessing. Wherever you go, may you find the presence of God. May you find friendship. May you find yourselves. May your journey be inward. May it be outward. May it be a journey to whatever you dream of, to whatever you want. And may that journey be a journey of success. And let us all say, Amen. And Mazel Tov.
Now you can sit down.
It's a Shechianu moment whenever we get to wonderful celebratory times in our tradition. And we're going to have Shechianu.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu, v'hiyanu, v'hikianu, l'zman hazeh.
I'm going to ask Judith, who's our board representative tonight, to give some greetings and share a few announcements.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm Judy Churchak, and I represent the Temple Beth-El Board of Trustees tonight. I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to be here. I've been singing along with you in my living room, and I don't sound nearly as good as we all do, and it's not nearly as much fun. It's wonderful to be here in person. Thank you, Rabbi, for the service. Thank you, Joyce and Nina, always for beautiful music. So now some announcements. Registration is open for May and June Shabbat services. We're still asking people to sign up ahead of time so we know how many to expect. So just look at the Temple Beth-El website and you'll find that information. We'll also continue to live stream webpage, Facebook Live, and YouTube channels. next Wednesday, which is May 26th at 11 in the morning. It's our monthly book club. They're going to meet online to discuss the book West with Giraffes by Linda Rutledge. For more information, you can see Phyllis Newberg or just look at the events page. Also, on the evening, this is very important, I hope you'll all join us. On the evening of Wednesday, May 26th, we will be having our annual meeting online at 6:30. Tune in for information because that may change. It certainly will be online, perhaps.
Will be online.
Only online.
Only online.
Okay, it's only going to be online. So registration was required and is now closed. If you did not get to register and would like to participate, just contact the Temple office this week and they'll be helping you.
You know people who get you.
Yeah, we do. So we will be honoring our annual award winners. We'll be voting on the 21-22 Board of Trustees slate and budget, and we really would like you all to be there. I also want to heartily suggest that you all look on their website. In the month of June, there are several opportunities for you to help us celebrate Rabbinate. So please take a look. In a few weeks, we'll be together for the last Shabbat that he's doing, and then we'll be celebrating him on a Havdalah, both in June. So please take a look and join us. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you very much. That's June the 12th is the Havdalah. That's a Saturday in the middle of the month, and then June the 25th is the farewell Shabbat. So those are the two events. The 25th of June will be a special Shabbat with two visiting artists, two visiting musicians, Cantor Rosalie Will and Noah Aronson will be coming. There'll be a special musical Shabbat service and then followed by a concert. And the concert will include three of our own volunteer band members, Stephen Miller on bass and Douglas Lickerman on the doumbek and our own Joyce on piano. So hope that you'll be looking for that. That will be open to some by invitation and everyone via Zoom, and it will be an interactive Zoom, not just a live stream where you have to watch. So we hope that you'll be online for that and enjoying the concert and the service on that final Shabbat. And the Havdalah will be on Zoom as well. So we hope you'll be there to celebrate Havdalah with us and to be part of those festivities on the Saturday night, the 12th. Let us turn to page 294. Page 294, as we participate in the mitzvah of memory, remembering those whom we have loved and lost. It was Shavuot this week, which ended the period of Shloshim, for those who had died in the last few weeks. So on the Shabbat, we remember these loved ones whose yahrzeits occur on the Shabbat, and in the coming week, we remember Sarah Belkov, Harvey Berg, Rita Bogorsky, Anne Brien, Henrietta Koch Cohen, Jerome Esrick, Benjamin Leon Henry Gilbert, Harry Glick, Sheila Lewis, Irma Meckler, Joe Morris, Edwin Oppenheim, Mildred Oxman, David Vincent Romanelli, Michael Rosenstock, Stella D. Sachs, Lena Shevitz, Wolf Schneiderman, Rosalind Weiss, and Cheryl Wolfson. If there's anyone else that you're saying Kaddish for, the yahrzeit that wasn't on our list, or if you're observing a period of mourning and would like to share that name aloud, I would invite you to stand and say that name at this time. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. I invite you all to stand in solidarity with those who mourn as we say these sacred words together. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, v'yamad yivrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei v'chol beit Yisrael, v'yalav b'zman kariv yimru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah v'vorach le'olam omei omayam. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbahar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh. Yitayah, Yitaleh, Yitalal, Shemei, Kudisha, B'richu. Le'elam, Yinkol, Birchata, B'shirata, Tushbechata, B'nechemata, Taniran, Yalma, V'yimru, Amen. Yehi, Shlama, Rabba, Min, Shemaya, B'chayim, Aleinu, V'yalchol, Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. Oseh Shalom, B'ramah, Uyahaseh Shalom, Aleinu, V'yalchol, Yisrael, V'yalchol, Yoshvei, Ketel. Amen. And we're going to finish tonight with the singing of Ama Yisrael, which we'll find on page
338. I found the page.
338?
Yeah, that's
338.
And a quick announcement, Kendra just texted me saying registration for the annual meeting has been extended to Monday, 5 o'clock.
There you go. So registration is still live and open for the annual meeting.
Amen.
Register early and often.
Amen.